So we have a very special guest here with us today. We have Miss Thaymiluz Santos. She is,
Hi,
how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for your time. Thank you for this amazing meeting.
Yes, thank you for joining us. Thymi is one of the top flag football players of Panama. She's a member of Panama's national team. She just got wrapped up playing in college ball at Florida Memorial, and it has a ton of experience with flag football, ton of positions, and we're just super excited to have her here and kind of showcase her journey. So, like I said, first off, thank you for joining us, and I'm glad to have you here today.
Thank you for you. That was great, and I can't wait for it, what it's coming, and of course, give my best for everyone.
Yes. Well, yeah, we'll just kind of hop right into it today. So, why don't you, if you could just tell us a little bit about your background, how you got started playing flag, and kind of just what the flag game has meant for you.
Yes, of course. Thank you. So I'm 22 years old right now. I started when I was around 12 or 13 years old. It all became or started because of my one of my good friends and neighbors. She was playing it at the time, and she basically told my mom and me like one day like, oh, Tammy has to come with me to my practice. And I just was like not really into like set in one sport. I did soccer, I did like a lot of different sports, and then my mom made me go. Basically, long story short, she made me go, and I would be thankful for her about that. So I went, and now 12 years later, I'm committed. It's the best hated love relationship that I ever had. So it's definitely amazing what I have done through the sports and what the sport have made through my life. So yes.
It's awesome. So, it sounds like at first you're a little hesitant to go. Um,
Yes, yes. I
you're,
was like, no.
I can understand that. With playing other sports, it's like kind of hard to step into that new box. If you were talking
Yes.
to like a young lady that was hesitant to play or maybe a little scared and worried about, football that they see on TV being more physical, what advice would you let them know if you were talking to them?
Yes, this has happened a lot of times. So I have really good experience with coaching as well, little girls or older women, like older than me. And I always tell them, if I have to tell a girl right now as well, every great athlete was scared at first. It's just a way that you have to thrive through that. Like, just take that feeling that you're having, and it's okay. And it's totally fine if you feel scared, if you feel nervous. I get nervous until this day, every single game. It doesn't matter if it's a big, small, a fun. I always get nervous, but I always have to remember that you're going to thrive through that feeling. So courage is not about not being afraid. It's about taking the field anyway. So I just have to say that. And the moment you start, you'll discover that the game gives you friendships, confidence, and discipline. So yes, just have fun and thrive to that feeling that you're having. And it's totally fine.
So it's okay to be a little nervous, to be a little scared, but still get out there and do it.
Yes,
I've
yes,
been playing an embarrassing long time. As old as I
yes,
am, I won't even tell you how many years I've been playing, but I still get nervous before games and stuff like that. You get those little butterflies before the first
yes.
play. That doesn't really go away. So
And you really don't want it to go away. You really don't want it
absolutely
to go away, because that's feeling that you're having is because you are passionate, you are love the sport, and you're gonna go through that phase, and you're gonna thrive through that, and you're gonna become better players. So I'm better athletes. So by the end of the day, it's just a way of your body and your mindset just getting ready to be the best version of yourself.
agree. That is awesome. So tell me a little bit about Team Panama, your experience there.
Yes, so I'll say that everything started for me in this nationals team representing my country. So I started all my life through the person that I was. My formation was because of a club, because of organization that had the time that pushed me, and not just only physically but always mentally, in a way that they prepare me for greatness. So having that people around you that prepare you for greatness and believe in you and pushes you to your limit is always great. So it was after a little bit my mom passed away that a family member came and he offered me like, hey, I'm your uncle from New York, let's come. I'm always so thankful for him. And he gave me his house open, so I came to his house and stayed for him for like 5 6 months. And I was like, okay, I was training already. It was kind of like COVID kind of like thing starting. And I told myself I wanted to be better than I already was. If I was great, I want to be better, like just for myself. So I was training every day at home, and he told me, okay, look for a team before you get here so we can go and put you in. And I found the Cobras in Staten Island, New York. It was great. And we won the first NFL flag tournament in the May Lab. That's another like story behind that. But because of that achievement and just coming like forming the path, I was discovered for a coach. He was Jack Reed. He was the coach back then for Panama National Team. And he basically reached out. He was like, yeah, I need you to try out for the national team. I was 17, so I was underage by the time. Yeah, I just turned 18. I went for the tryouts. I made it. It was along 300 women trying out.
Goodness.
So just the fact, and I was, of course, I believed in me at the time. It was a scary process, but remember that just because knowing the fact that everyone in the national team was older than me, more experienced, they've been in the national team for years and winning previous championships. I'm just okay. I'm just here, first time, never like that. So every practice was like really scary, but you have to thrive through that.
Yeah, and it sounds like you did.
Yes, it is an amazing experience still this day, and I carry it from my heart.
That's awesome. I mean, to represent your country in any type of world games is a very special thing. And
Yes.
with 2028 and the Olympics coming up, for I think for us flag players to just have that type of stage is really special. And I'm assuming you'll be trying out for that for Panama as well.
Yes, yes. I am so ready. I'm just getting myself prepared right now, just eating, having mentally trained, physically trained, soul trained, because I think everything has to be right. So when that
Yes.
type of competitions come, and yes, just my first competition with the national team was in 2021 in Israel. Panama was bronze medal, like fourth place. And it was another experience, another level, another, like, it's just passion. Like every country fighting to rep their flag is just different. It always hit different. And it's going to still be hitting more different in 2028. So I can't wait.
Absolutely. Yeah, I can't wait either. It's been a long time coming. Um, I had written down here from my research for you. You play a ton of different positions: center, some safety, some
Yes.
receiver. And you guys play some 8-on-8 contact out there, and you play tight end
Yes.
in that. So just tell me, like, with playing all those different positions and being versatile, which one is your favorite to play? And just how did it come about just playing so many positions, being so versatile in the game?
Yes, you have to take pride when it comes to versatility. And I think nowadays days, some girls are just like, hey, coach, I just want to do center. I just want to do
Hmm.
corner. No, you got to know everything, because by the end of the day, if you like, the most underrated position is center. And let me tell you, when you go to a national tournament, like a national competition, that's the position nobody wants to do. But at the end of the day, it's another receiver if you think about it. And it's great key. So I feel like versatility and just playing all you can in a good way that you develop, it's great because you get to understand if I'm playing offense, I know how the defense is gonna move, how they're thinking. So I can take advantage of that. And if I play in defense, hey, I know what they're looking for, what spaces, so I can cover that. So it's really good to be in both and learn from both and develop through both. So if you ask me for a favorite one, it's kind of like hard. I don't know. I like center. That was my first position when we started as in Panama. We used to play 8 on 8. That's how we started. It was 3 O-line and 3 defensive lines. So I was center, hitting back to back, and I just really loved it. And then I passed to tight end. So I say center is my favorite one all the time.
Yeah, it's a great position. And it is kind of underrated, like you said. I mean, people try to stay away from it, but your center is like your most outside of your quarterback, probably your most important person on offense.
Yes.
They don't snap the ball right. Obviously, we don't even have a play.
Yes.
And then in the receiving game, it's tough to match up with the center. You can put your best corner on or your best receiver, but
Hmm.
it's you get a lot of mismatches with center. So
Yes,
yeah,
that is so true.
especially
And
in
she
eight
will,
man.
yeah, and she will be always well in 5 and 5 and 7. She's kind of like the go to the quarterback, like if the quarterback's worried, hey, I have the center, like let me not worry
Safety
about the
balls.
centers right there. Yes.
Exactly.
Oh,
So, tell me about your organization.
athletes.
Yes.
Yes. This idea of it came from the heart. Athletes was I'm one of the co-founders, and I wanted to say that this idea became what is nowadays in a couple of months. We've just been growing it up. We want, as an international student here in the States, or not just only in the States, but if you have the opportunity to go and play the sport you do in another country, you will always face that admissions process or the tedious part of, oh, and now I have to get the visa, and now I have fees that we have to pay more. I just wanted it for the girls that first they can achieve that dream. Yes, you can come and study and play, not just only to the States, but to Mexico, to other countries you want to do along the way that it's going to be developed. But the tedious part for everyone, or every international, it's all the paperwork we have to do, and just kind of like reaching out to coaches and everything, like coaches not replying back. So we wanted to, you know what, we have the connections, we know, like we're four in our team, and we came through that process. We got a scholarship. We're here in the state from Panama. I was just like, we can come together and create something for the other girls that are coming behind us. Like we already opened the path for like Panama to be known in the map. Now we just need them to, okay, we're going to guide you through the process. We have the connections with the coaches talk to us all the time. So it's just like really like, hey, like let's make it work. And not just only for Panama, let's open it for Europe, for Asia, for other people that wants to have that opportunity. So along the way, all this, it's been like 7 months that we just started, but it's feel like years. A lot of, let me tell you, it's a lot of errors, but a lot of gratifications when you sign someone and it doesn't come with pay or anything. So it's just based really in your heart and like everything you do for them. So yes.
Awesome. Love that. So yeah, you're really opening up doors. I mean, the scholarships in themselves open up doors, but if you're not able to, like you said, get the paperwork done and just
Yeah.
get the logistical stuff in order, those scholarships aren't, won't mean anything to you. So I think that's
Yes.
great work you guys are doing, and definitely keep it up. And any way we can support or kind of share your message, we certainly will.
Yes. We're gonna come together for something. I know, I envision it. We're gonna
Yes,
have a partnership, a great one. So
absolutely.
yes.
I agree. So if a young lady was watching your interview, um,
Mm.
what is like the main theme or the main thing you would want them to know as far as like with your career and your mission? What is the message that you would want them to walk away from watching your interview with?
I'll say definitely you are, like, I just have to tell you that you are allowed to take space, compete hard, and be ambitious. You are allowed to do that. And you don't need permissions to chase impossible dreams. And not just only dreams, but there are goals. Whatever you envision is going to come true if you put the effort and you look for that help. So I say just be very ambitious, but don't forget about being humble and remember where you come from. So when you're already there, you always come back to praise and thank for whatever you did in your past. I'll just say, like, be humble, be ambitious, and you don't have permissions to chase your dreams. That was basically, I'll like take that even for if you're coming from Iceland or places that don't even like, oh, flag is not playing here. Yeah, in my country it was not like a big thing, or it was not in USA, but you have to go and take those places that are playing it because that's something you want to, and you're gonna be the next person that opens door for somebody else. So I'll just say that.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a great message. I feel like you do so much off the field and helping with your organization, and I feel like I got to get back to the on the field questions, but your work off the field is extraordinary.
Thank you.
Um, but I'm wondering like what part of your game is do you kind of take the most pride in, or if somebody say, "Hey, I saw Simon play and she was better than anybody I saw at this part of the
Okay.
game." Like what part of your game kind of stands out the most?
I'll definitely say that when times come tough mentally, because it's gonna happen in the game, that everyone like it's a. I say when you have a tough game going on, that's when I must step in.
Attractive.
So yes, so I not just only for myself, like okay, let me convert this in a point, or I do the perfect route and a perfect touchdown, but I try to get everyone in the same energy. If you are able to do that, everything you guys win. Like that's it. And I proved that through a lot of things. It doesn't matter if you're the only one hyping up in the field. Everyone have to be in the same energy and the right mentality for that to happen. And I say that that's one thing that characters like prioritize myself in, or I must take pride in that I can take everyone and anyone in and off the field to be in the same energy for the same goal in the tough moments.
That's awesome. I love that. I feel like yeah, think you touched on with a couple of the answers you gave me. Just kind of visualizing and seeing it happen in your head before it happens on the field.
Yes.
I'm really big on it. I feel like, we kind of think things into existence and we
And honestly, people think that, oh, visualization and yeah, it's good if you imagine it, that's fine. But also doing it pre-game, kind of like a ritual pre-game, or just kind of like imagine the hard catches you're doing, imagining because it's, at the same time you are visualizing, but at the same time you're hyping yourself up that you can do it. So it's coming both ways, and you are just eating from that, and you're growing from that. And that nervousness as you were having and being fear about it is now becoming, oh, I'm gonna do it. Oh, I'm gonna create that space. I'm gonna be that moment, and I'm gonna create that space for my team to develop the championship, anything you want. So I just coming from like the pre-game or during the game, and it's okay because when you think, and this is gonna happen, you're visualizing great things and the great catches and everything, but also it's gonna come like, oh, I made a drop, or I did a bad snap, or I did a full start, or whatever. That's fine. But you move through that and you get like, okay, we get a full start, 5 yards back, but we pass the first down. Like just picking up on the bad things to good things and always finalizing like that.
you're already mentally prepared yourself for those mistakes. So it's
Yes.
not a big thing if it happens. You're just moving on to the next play.
Yes.
I think even deeper into it, like I used to try to visualize, me doing well, but just make that visualization as real as possible. Like the high fives I'm gonna get from my teammates, what my coach is gonna say. what my parents are going to say after the game, after we win this championship, like making those things as real as possible in your head. And then you're
Yes.
just walking into the thought you already had. It's already
Yes.
it's already a done deal that you won. You just got to walk in and physically do it. So
Yes.
I think we're definitely on the same page with that. And a lot of athletes, I think that's a big part. We weren't taught that necessarily when we were young, but nowadays I think that's something that
Mhm.
needs to be and is being taught more and more. Um,
Yes.
so I mean, it sounds like you've had some big games and big experiences between Panama and the team you're playing with out was it Staten Island,
Yeah, the Cobras and Black Tigers in Panama, the club, and yeah, right
and then
now,
college
yeah,
ball.
right now I'm at university. Well, that was my fourth season on spring, so
What would you say was your biggest moment or biggest accomplishment on the field?
wow.
Now I'm throwing
I
curveballs.
Yes, yes, of course. I always take pride on the underdog my club in Panama was. That the fact that you have to race through that and all the things. I always gonna take pride of how a team wins over a personal achievement.
Yeah,
So I think it was in 2018. I always replayed that game all the time. It was the final game. It was the varsity game that we were playing, and just kind of like feel how everyone in the sideline, how everyone was so happy and beyond that moment that we won the championship that year, and it was just coming through a lot, some losses, some wins throughout the whole season, but at the end, how every time out was a speech of we got this, of confirmation that okay, we're on the same page, okay, error, mistakes, move on. Like it was just the right choices to be made, even if they were not the right place, but we thrive through that. So I'll just say that that's definitely a game I thrive through, and I keep replaying it on myself all the time. It was that time, and of course the World Games in 2022, although the Panama got bronze medal, and just being part of a great team of ladies. I was from slot receiver to second quarterback and threw in a pass, and just being able to everyone, just that feeling of okay, this in a few years gonna be the field and the stadium was packed, but in 4 years, 5 years, it's gonna be double that, and we're gonna have more teams, and it's gonna be huge than it was already. So those moments don't take away, and you never take it for granted. Those moments, I always appreciate it. Be present, and yes,
yeah. Sounds like a special moment, and just like I said before, playing just representing your country is special in itself. But for you guys to do well and finish where you finished, I know that was a really gratifying experience.
yes.
So I know you say you just in your fourth year or just wrapped up your fourth year. What what's next for Miss Dimey as far as flag football goes?
Yes. So as I mentioned before, this flag football experience has really taught me a lot and still teaching me a lot through the agency that I'm doing, and just kind of like see the love for the sport. So I want to keep growing that sport. It was a time, and it's going to happen to athletes. I want to tell you that that passion that you grow up for the sport, at some point it's gonna be gone. At some point it's gonna be gone. You're gonna feel drained, because I had that happen to me. I felt drained when I was playing in university, maybe 2 years ago, or the last season. I feel drained for all the practices and nothing being achieved. But I was like, okay, probably flag is done for me. Like I'm done. Like it's fine. Like maybe that was it. I did what I had to do. But I think now, if you sit and kind of like heal that relationship with your sport, and I think it happens to a lot of people, you get drained from it, and that's okay. But I always find like a plan B. So right now with the agency I'm doing, I think I had the opportunity to coach as well some girls, and I just miss it. So I think for me, the next steps are definitely trying out for the 2028 Olympics with my national team. Definitely putting that effort into that. And I want to coach. I definitely want to step in and coach more, pass what I know to the next generations and the next girls, next boys, anything that I can help with. I'll definitely be that person.
That would be awesome. I think you would be a
Yes.
great coach. Any athletic directors or any school organizations looking for a coach, I think you would definitely get my recommendation between
Thank
your
you.
knowledge and just your mindset. I think a lot of what makes a great coach is just having the right mindset more than what they know about the game. So just like being able to keep your team calm and maybe sharing some of that visualization aspects with the team. I think that goes just as far as teaching them how to run a proper slant or out.
Yes.
So
And that's one of the things I think, well, I had the opportunity when I got to the national team, that's an example for myself. I didn't even know half or even a quarter of what I know now.
yeah.
Like I came not unprepared, but unprepared for the national team. I accept that.
Mm,
But you know what? I was like, I'm already here. It's either way, learn it, or there's no option B or C. You have to learn it. You're already there, so you have to set the stage for yourself to develop and thrive through that. It's an example of like, if you don't know things, you do it, mess it up 100%. Like go for it 100% and learn from it and ask. It's okay to ask. Hey, let's practice another day. Okay, are you available? Can I invite you to coffee so we can talk about, like, it's fine. Just ask. There's a lot of people with experience and knowledge, and you're just missing out from that because of you're not asking. So I recommend definitely asking, even if. So I believe this: flag football is one language,
yeah.
and there's 100 and more countries playing it right now that we all speak that same language.
Yes.
So if you
Mhm.
can just talk with someone, hey, who was the national and who just won the intercontinental, like who is empowering, who is the greatest team right now or developing more things in America? Okay, let me reach out to Brazil is new, kind of like new. Let me reach out Argentina, reach out to Argentina, reach out to Spain. Like, just we all speak the same language now. It's just one language, and that's the beauty of it. So I'll say there's a lot of resources. Just put yourself out there to it.
I agree. And I love how sport really unifies us. Countries, men, women, all ages. It's a certain commonality. Prior football, there was women's football, but it was hardly as popular as the flag game is for women. So I think
Yes.
it's a lot more inclusive now with flag being so big for on the women's side, which is obviously a good thing. So I
Yes.
mean, how can people follow your journey from here? How can people find you, follow you, get a hold of
Yes.
you because they need a great coach?
Yes. Of course. I mean, I have my Facebook, I have my Instagram all the time. It's public. Well, my name is, I don't know, you're going to put it, Thaymiluz Santos. You can look me up through Instagram and Facebook. And as well as athletes, if you are looking for any guidance or help for next step for university as well. So, or like this, it's lovely. I'm all for it for the game and just having to exposure more about it and tell you the truths and the lies about it. That's also very welcome. So, yeah, Facebook, Instagram, I'm very open to anything.
We'll include all your handles in when we post this to everyone.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
Tanya, I definitely want to thank you. I think this has been very informative and be great for any youngster, young boys or girls watching. Um, but we definitely appreciate your insight, sharing your journey with us, and just being here with us today. I think your story is very inspirational. So thank you.
No, thank you, and all you're doing with the academy as well. It's really empowering. It's very follow through, that you are promoting what is good for, sports is always good as long as you take the right things. But I feel like your academy is doing, Ohio Flag Academy is amazing, and just the way that you guys are moving through everything. So I really tell all the parents and all the kids watching this, if you are in the area, please do yourself a favor. This is a great resource you have, so take advantage of what you have and always strive through it. And Tommy, you are gonna learn a lot from him. And I thank you for your time. And yes.